Hey everyone, this is Jules Dan. Hey, today I'm going to be outlining the 5 steps that you need to do to create your perfect evening routine to get the best quality night's sleep. Okay, let's jump into it. The reason why you might want to get off 90 minutes before you go to bed is because when we're interacting with, say, other people's problems on your phone, text everyone else, watching other informational sort of video, you're not giving your right side of the brain, the imaginative side of the brain, a chance to relax. See, we're always in a really dominant, logical, left brain sort of state all the time, and when we're going to bed we really need to wind down, and these facts and information and all these other sort of things that are bombarded on social media devices, they need to be cut off. That's the best way of putting it off, and 90 minutes is by far the nicest sweet spot. So you get that blue light stopping and you get that distraction stopping of everyone else. Alright, so tip number 2, and that is to have a little mini journaling before you go to bed. Now, it's sort of like a brain dump of thoughts and just emotions and feelings onto a piece of paper, so you're not left having these ideas bouncing around when you go to bed. Now, a very simple tactic is just to do 3 things that you're grateful for, something you learnt that day, and then anything else that's particularly on your mind, just get onto that paper, and that is a really nice little quick routine you can add to your evening. Alright, so if you follow me on Instagram, you may have already seen me doing a little bit of this, but the next tip is just to be batching your free time the next day, the night before, into say 1 to 2 hour blocks. Now, what this is doing is it's creating less decision making capacity for your brain. So that bandwidth, we're trying to eliminate that sort of what do I have to do next, because this really slows us down the next day. And also is a little bit of a quick win that you're super organized the next day, you know exactly what you need to do. And yep, I challenge you to create this so that you can see. Okay, so this tip is going to go really nicely with everything else. So you've done all the other tips, and what you're going to do now is you're going to try and read some fiction before you go to bed. If it's 15, 20 minutes, that's fine. But it's really important that you choose fiction over non-fiction. Now, the reason why I want to do this is because fiction, like I said before, is that left brain dominant, logical, hard facts side of the brain. We want to try and shift over to the more dreamy, imaginative, creative sort of part of our brain. And what better way with some fiction, someone else's problems that aren't real, some sort of entertainment, you visualize what's going on. And this is a really good way to just gently go off into the night instead of thinking, this is a good point, I got to highlight this. No, we don't want that. We want to wind down because it's our wind down evening routine. So that's tip number 4. Okay, last tip, one of my favorite, and it is just doing some foam rolling. Now, if you're not sure what foam rolling is, I've just got some footage going. It's basically like your own massage, but it's with using this rolly pin sort of thing. Now, after you have a massage, you feel much better, right? Well, when you're doing your foam rolling, whether you're really stressed at work and you're in the same position all day, or you're really active and you need to get rid of those muscle knots from lots of hard work, well, foam rolling is one of the best ways. Just release all the knots in your muscles so you gently wind down and have that great quality night's sleep. And that's the last tip, tip number 5 for today's video. Summarize today's video very quickly. Now, the first one is just to get off your devices 90 minutes before you go to bed. The second one is have that journal, brain dump of emotions, 3 things you're grateful for. The third one is to batch your day into hourly blocks if you've got that free time. Now, the fourth one is going to be reading some fiction, drift off into imagination land. And then number 5 is just doing some foam rolling to release that muscle tightness. Guys, this is Jules Dan from Body Mind Biohacking. I hope you learned something. And if you found these tips really helpful, I want you to share this evening routine video with someone who you think would really benefit from this. Anyway, I'll see you next week.